The TMNT Godzilla crossover is one of my favorite ones they've ever done. It's even fun if you want to get them just to have awesome weapons for your old turtles. The first wave of 3 figures are hitting targets now. No Donnie yet, sorry. Let's unbox these babies. The packaging art is fantastic. Starting with Raphael, you get a cool little city backdrop if you want to use that, and you get a crap ton of ties. I'm so sick of ties. Mikey, King Ghidorah, a little more complicated, a lot more ties. Leo is the last one. Didn't even mess up the box this time. He looks pretty cool. He's probably the king of the wave. Interestingly, the shell doesn't come on, right? You have to put that on yourself after you remove all these goddamn ties. And there we go. King Ghidorah Mikey, not put together, he looks a little rough. Not even a full shell. The cool thing is the shoulder dragon pauldron things. People were wondering, why doesn't Ghidorah have 3 heads? This is why. The pauldrons come off, you can put them in his hands. That is clever as hell. I'll give it up to Playmates. That's a very snazzy idea. Look at that. So you can do like a Mikey version as he's chucking and you know what in. Or you turn him into King Ghidorah with the dragon arm heads. That's super cool. 10 out of 10 cleverness. You guys did it. Not a lot of range on the head there, right? Standard for Playmates, just kind of a big ball joint there. So you can twist it around. The arms, we've seen that before. That's fine. Single jointed elbows, no waist, anything going on. The legs, they kick out just fine. Single jointed knees. Here's where it gets interesting though. It's not just a swivel. They actually have like a little hinge joint there. So why they couldn't do this on the remaster turtles, I don't freaking know. Hopefully they do this going forward, because this little thing right here just makes it so much easier to pose and stand. It's fucking wild. But it's time to put him together, and the tail, it's like a dual tail thing. Confused me because I'm like, wait, what goes on the back? And that's when I realize, oh, there's something in the box I didn't get out, which would of course be the wings. Yeah, you need those and more ties, of course. These wings are pretty cool. They're all shiny, translucent, and they just slot into the back there. The first one, it went in pretty nice and easy, right? It just goes right in. I'm not going to try to pull them back out. I assume you can. The second one I had a little more trouble with. Be careful with this. It is just a plastic piece. This was a $15.99 figure, like 17, 18 with tax or whatever. So I don't expect too much. And what are you going to do when you give him big ol' honking wings? But eventually I got him in there. And then we're moving on to the dual tail thing. This is pretty interesting. Again, I'm not like a rocket scientist. Yeah, so you put it together there, just clips together. Pretty nice, pretty ingenious construction, and it forms kind of a half peg. And you just kind of wedge it in there. I did have a little difficulty with this. Just keep on wedging, and then eventually it's all in there, and you have your completed King Ghidorah, Golden God Mikey. You can put the shoulder pads back on. I can't get them to fit like exactly, but the fit is snug enough that you don't have to worry about like the pegs being jammed in there totally. Like, this is really just a seriously cool design. I think more pauldrons could be designed this way. I don't know what other applications there would be, but it's a neat little thing. Here's me, like, I was obsessed with trying to like jam them in like exactly and make sure they're in the holes, but they're really on there really good. So I don't know why I was fussing so much over them. But there we have Mikey. Is this the coolest one in the wave? I don't know. So you do get these like ooze nunchucks. His hands are pretty malleable, almost gummy, I would say. So you don't have to fear breaking anything. I do wish it was a spinny chuck, but him flying around chucking with the ooze things. I wonder if in the comics they explain like the ooze chucks. Then we go on to Raph. Rodan Raph. This guy's pretty cool. The wings are pretty dang flexible, but you'll notice they're connected to the shell and they're connected to the arms. They do twist around, so, spoilers coming up. We're going to see what happens there. So the movement while the wings are connected is restrictive. It's kind of interesting. You can still like get different poses out of him and move the arms and finagle it around. But here's where, if you really wanted to get rid of the wings altogether, you can pull the hand out. Now again, this hand plastic is pretty soft, so be really careful with this peg. I'm really nervous of breaking it, but you can actually unpeg the wings from the arm there. Yeah, it's just the peg there. It's kind of interesting to see like Playmates have pegs, but I guess it's all just pegs. And so you can put it back on. You can see it's hard to get back in there. It's kind of cool, but again, the red thing on the wings kind of ruins it. I guess different poses and stuff, you could kind of hide it. So that's nice if you really want to just wing it. But with the wrist things, it's kind of useless. But his head articulation, it's the same. I love that beaky, birdie, freako head. His legs are the same too. He's got like a little kind of a tail wing there. But again, the hinged ankles. Playmates. If this isn't your ankle going forward, I truly don't understand what the hell you're doing. And when did you have these in development that the remaster Turtles couldn't do it? I don't get it. Anyways, the flame size are so freaking cool. God, I love these weapons. Like I'm saying, the whole pack is worth it almost just for the weapons alone. A flame pair of Sais. Is it Sai? I don't know, but that's super cool. Oh, God. My God, I love it. Just look at him. How do you not look at that and smile? This is pure 1990s Turtle Mania magic. This is exactly the kind of wacky crossover we would get. And look, yep, he stands just fine. These are so much easier to stand. That ankle, like, little hinge thing, it does wonders, right? Night and day. Then we get on to Leo, who we do have to put together. So you can see here, the tail does come on. This guy, he's such a goofy galugga. But the tail, it's one big piece. I do wish the tail was more segmented, maybe even bendy. So it does limit things. The shell is really freaking cool. That just like snaps into the back. I don't think it's meant to come back off. Again, I'm not going to try, but look at him. A freaking Godzilla Leonardo. He has the same articulation as his brothers. Like, his arms, obviously the same. The legs are much thicker, but still the same. Like, you can see, again, that hinge. So, I'm going to repeat this just because it's so critical. If Playmates doesn't do that hinge going forward, I swear to God. Anyways, the Godzilla breath swords. They're thick. These are thick swords. It's... Playmates, give us more figures like this where you really go wild. This cracks into your history of just how fun and zany Turtles figures used to be, and the newer lines are just missing this. Look at him. Look how... My God. How do you not... Look, I know people don't like all the crossovers. I know some people don't like these, but if you can see a freaking Kaiju Leonardo with giant freaking flame breath Godzilla swords and not like fall in love and feel like a kid again and just want to play with them forever, I don't know. The tail, again, the tail is kind of annoying. You can twist it, but I mean, it's Godzilla. How articulated does Godzilla need to be? I don't know. Let me know what you think, but I think it's rad. And then we get on to some comparisons. Here's Donnie. Look, Donnie's in the wave. He didn't get left out. Yeah, you know, I mean, so these are roughly Playmate size, maybe a little bigger, you can see here, like Donnie compared to Raph, Rodan, but he's also like fully extended with the legs or whatnot, so maybe, these turtles, I don't think they can go as straight, but they go pretty well. You can put Joy Toy Shredder, maybe Shredder is fighting the kaiju. I mean, if you're reading the comic so far, I've read an early copy of the first issue. The Foot Clan was founded to fight the kaijus. But, yeah, this line is so freaking cool. The wings, I don't know. The more I mess with the wings, I mind it, I don't mind it. I don't know what other solution they could have did, except maybe not have him connect to the wrist at all, or maybe have it like a snap clasp, but he's still cool to fly around. Look at him. Look at this guy. Yeah. Yeah. There's some weird stuff, though. Like, you can see the R. Because they labeled the plastic. But whatever. It's, you know, it's a $16 toy. Generally pretty good quality. As we put the size back in there. Look at him. That articulation. It's silly to, like, be so over the moon that Playmates did, like, basic, almost modern articulation. But that's where we are. If you had to get just one, I don't know, are most people picking Godzilla? Godzilla's really solid, but King Ghidorah Mikey is super solid. Again, look at him. You see that running pose, Playmates? You see what a hinge ankle can do? Look at him, man. I wonder who the turtles are going to fight. Are they going to make like a giant, huge Freako, like Shredder or Krang or something? Like, are we going to get like a giant Superfly version of the figure? Oh, oh. And Mikey's tail too. You can twist it around for some cool poses, and I like the shell elements on it. I don't know. I'm just gushing over these figures. This is my jam. This is right in my wheelhouse. I love these freaking figures. They're so fun. Hopefully you can get them at Walmart. They've been waiting to stock them for like the weekend, which is, you know, like 10/5, 10/4, whatever. Apparently there's going to be like an end cap. But yeah, let's get those dragon heads ready. This is it's so clever what they did there. Playmates, you know, they take a lot of flack, but they are master toy makers. Like, don't let them fool you. When they really put in the effort, they can freaking do it. who's your favorite of the wave? I think, I don't know, it's recency bias. Like, whatever one I'm looking at currently, they all have so much fun. King Ghidorah Mikey probably is the coolest. The weapons, fantastic. And yeah, you can do the through the fingers side thing, especially on Ghidorah Raph, because his fingers are so malleable. But also old Raph, you can just jam that in there. Look at that. Look at those turtles. Look, see, these turtles are so fucking hard to stand. My God, but they're cool. Get a set of these just to have cool freaking weapons. It's almost like the 2003 show. It's like Rise, whatever. I do wish Mikey had chuck storage, but I guess if you're a big kaiju, you can't be thinking about that crap. But yeah, these were $15.99 each at Target. Go and get them. They should be stocking them on the shelves. All my local area was stocking them. Didn't even have to ask. If you do need the barcode, though, here it is. Knock yourself out. The freaking glare. There we go. What is this? Review and unlock content? I guess I should check that out, huh? Yeah, this one's Mikey. Look, that's a unfortunate image. But yeah, there's your barcode, folks. If you need it, I think it should be in the Target app, too, by now.